Hello and welcome to Rune Factory 5, where I waited a long time, and it is now finally past 7 p.m. and we can continue Lucas's events. So let's go to his house and see what exactly it is that he wants to tell us. Oh, his house is that close to the river, is it? It's this one? Okay. Oh, I guess the entrance is over here.
Good evening.
Good evening.
A very good evening to you, sweetheart. So, what do you want to tell me? Well, I find myself in a predicament. As you've correctly deduced, I've been causing the latest string of oddities.
Yes.
Right. So if you could just tone it down a little. Unfortunately, I cannot. Hence my predicament. But you're the one performing these miracles. Can't you just stop doing that? How best to explain this? Yes, I am the source. The result, however, is an entirely natural phenomenon. Okay, and that means what? As a god, I naturally emit a constant flow of positive runes. To borrow Heinz's turn of phrase, I have an aura of happiness. So Heinz was right? Thanks to those runes, good things tend to occur in my presence. The problem is that I cannot consciously control the flow of positive runes that I emit. And to further complicate my predicament, there is the matter of negative runes. Positive and negative runes are two sides of the same coin. The more positive runes I emit, the more negative runes I attract. Thus far, the negative runes have only brought misfortune upon myself. Together, these fluctuations in fortune and misfortune bring balance to the runes and thus maintain harmony. But lately I've been emitting far more positive runes than ever before. I can't imagine how many negative runes I'll attract before the natural order is restored. It's almost too frightening to contemplate. Okay, I think I get it now. But why are you suddenly emitting so many more runes? Oh, come on, Hazel. Lucas? As I mentioned, positive runes are akin to an aura of happiness. In other words, right now, I'm extremely happy. It goes without saying that the reason for my happiness is you. Do you see the issue now? Our relationship makes me so happy that I cannot contain my feelings. Fellow gods be good.
A deity, unable to control his own emotions. What a deplorable state.
It seems my various taboos were taboo for a reason. Breaking them as I did was most unwise. Gods are not meant to intervene in mortal lives. And becoming intimate with one, that's out of the question. Don't say it like that. You make it sound like you wish none of this ever happened. Meeting each other, falling in love. I don't want to think this was all a mistake. Sweetheart, I apologize. This was not a mistake, nor did I intend to make you feel that way. I'll give this matter some thought and consider whether it has any solutions. Okay, why don't you go ask the field captain for some advice? Nobody's more familiar with the balance of runes than her. A wise idea. I shall do so immediately. Okay, well, let's go back to the silo and see what happens next.
There you are!
Lucas filled me in on the situation. A god has become so besotted with a mortal that he doesn't know what to do with himself, At first blush, you sounded more like a proud boyfriend gushing about his crush. If only it were so simple. Unfortunately, the potential consequences of your infatuation are anything but cute. I have no excuse to offer you. I'm ashamed of myself. Captain Livia, could you use your powers to bring the positive and negative runes back into balance somehow?
Yeah.
First, I need to understand exactly how bad the situation is. Lucas, let me measure you with this soul sphere.
Very well. That's odd. Ugh!
Stop this!
I guess I should have expected as much from a god. That's a truly frightful amount of negative runes. If you unleash that many, the damage they'll cause will spread far beyond Rigbarth.
Honestly,
Good grief, how stupidly happy have you been? As a god, I am appalled at my own indiscretion. Isn't there anything we can do?
yeah.
Yes, but it won't be easy. If he releases these negative runes anywhere near mortal civilizations, they'll cause major disasters. But if Lucas vanishes into the wilds to release them alone, then he would take the full brunt of their bad luck himself. Although even a god couldn't hope to survive that backlash unscathed.
But that's...
What are you saying? As the former option is unthinkable, I see little choice. Lucas? No, you can't do this to yourself. I am a god. I mustn't let disaster befall mortals. But if something happens to you... Please, don't worry. I am immortal. Even if the backlash vaporizes my body, I'll recover with time. How much time? So long that you can't say or won't. But we promised each other. You said we'd make new memories together. That you wouldn't leave me. I thought lying was supposed to be a godly taboo. I apologize. Don't. If you do, then that means you might really leave. Ahem. I see you two care deeply about each other, and I appreciate that you understand the gravity of the situation. If your relationship means that much to you, are you willing to take any risk to preserve it? Even a 1 in a million gamble? A 1 in a million gamble? Please explain. I can think of one place where it might be safe for you to expel all of those negative runes at once. And where's that? The abyss between this world and the next, where negative runes swirl and eddy like a river of death. An abyss? Oh, you mean the everlasting darkness? Precisely. The deepest depths of the everlasting darkness could be a good place to release that pent-up energy. It's likely that your negative runes would simply be absorbed into the rest, with little in the way of backlash.
What?
Heavens! Did think there was such a simple solution available? Simple? Don't be a fool. You know how much bad luck you've had to deal with thus far due to the negative runes you naturally attract. You've endured misfortune your whole life. Well, for as long as you've existed as a god. What do you think will happen when you stand too close to the liminality's massive whirlpool of negative runes? There's no telling what sort of calamity may occur. It may result in one as bad as if you expelled your pent-up runes right here in this very town. And knowing that hellish place, it could be something even worse than that. Do you realize that even setting foot in there is beyond dangerous? Yes, I am well aware. Even taking that into consideration, it's still the simplest solution by far. I alone would suffer the consequences, come what may. While it's a gamble, it's one I can take with a clear conscience. But if something happens to you, then it'll all be for nothing. Do you have a better idea? No. Then we have little choice but to attempt this gambit, no matter how risky. I feel much better knowing that the only chip we'd wager is my own safety, not yours and not anyone else's. Okay, we'll do it, but I'm coming with you. There is little logic in that. Increasing the chips we wager does not raise our odds of success, nor does it add to our payout. But it would make me feel better. I couldn't stand it if I stayed here and the worst happened to you. I know I'd regret it for the rest of my life. And I'd hate myself for not being there to help you. So, if you're going, then so am I, just in case there's something I can do. We're not just significant others, we're a team. Your burdens are mine to share. Besides, you think I won't increase your odds of success? I've seen how you deal with monsters. I'd say you lost that round, Lucas. You embarked on this journey side by side. See it to the end together. Won't you reconsider? Nope. All right. we'll go together. Thanks, Lucas. Please meet me at the Crystalabra. I have some preparations to make before we leave.
Yes!
Alright, so I think the event at the Crystalabra is in the morning. So, I think we'll see that in this episode, and then the rest in the next one. According to the internet, there is the event at the Crystalabra this morning, and then an event like at the bottom of the eternal darkness following that, and then the next morning an event here at the silo. So we'll see the Crystalabra event in this episode, and then the next two. So that'll be the one at the bottom of the eternal darkness, and then the one here at the silo the next morning. We'll see those two in the next episode. So previously, the morning events have been available from 7 a.m. and it'll take us a little while to get to Crystalabra. So we'll do a little bit of work here, and soon we'll get going. I know this tree doesn't stand any chance of growing before I finish this Let's Play, but it's part of my morning routine to water it, so yeah. Just a little longer to go until 7 a.m. Let's see what's in that crate. Oh, just scrap metal. Don't really want that. And no event. Oh yeah, the previous morning event at Crystalabra became available at 8 a.m, didn't it? So I guess we have one more in-game hour to wait. Let's run around a bit. Maybe look for more crates to break. Oh, you know where there's usually some crates? At the top of the hill here. So we'll climb up there and see if there are any crates. There are. Let's see what's in them. I think that's a toy herb seed. And empty. Okay, let's go back down and to Crystalabra. Shouldn't be long now until we can see the event. Just a little longer. And there it is. Welcome.
Huh?
Where's Lucas? Lucas? He left, saying he'd like to take some vacation time. Now I'm stuck here minding the shop all by myself. Poor me. Not that I have much to do, as you can see. Still, it's funny. I figured he was gonna take you on some romantic getaway. Looks like my guess was way off. Oh well. We were supposed to go together. Uh-oh, you were? Did I just say something I shouldn't have? Oh dear. Lucas, why? Because he's a noble, self-sacrificing fool? Well, at the start of our next episode, we'll go after Lucas to the bottom of the eternal darkness, and we'll see what exactly is going on in there. And hopefully we'll be able to help somehow. Until then though, thank you so much for spending time with me here on the Mellow. It was lovely to have you. Please remember to be kind to yourself. Have a lovely rest of your day. And I'll see you next time.